Before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger was in prison. Before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger was born and lived in the family of an Austrian Nazi. Before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger bought himself a real tank. His path is incredible. And today on Before They Got Famous, we have prepared for you the most amazing facts about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's start our video with Nazism, because before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger was associated with Nazism. No, don't you think? We condemn all movements like this, as does Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. But this cannot be said about Arnold's father. Yes, that's right, Schwarzenegger Sr. was a member of the German National Socialist Workers' Party. In short, a Nazi. Of course, after Hitler's defeat in World War II, he had to change his views, or at least conceal them. He had to work for those people he considered his enemies, and therefore, he would constantly be frustrated. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger's childhood cannot be called cloudless. The father was very strict in his attitude towards his son, and dreamed that Arnold would become a soldier. Because of that, Arnold's relationship with his father was very strained, in contrast to his relationship with his mother, whom the boy loved very much and cared for until her death. Partly due to the fact that his father forbade him almost everything, Arnold used to dream a lot. He told his childhood friends that he would move to America, become an actor there, and marry a girl from the Kennedy family. Well, maybe back then his friends would laugh at him, but now we see that Arnold achieved all these goals, and did even more.
I think that comes from growing up the way I did.
Before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger went to prison. Although not for long. Arnold Schwarzenegger's talents were obvious. At a young age, he quickly gained muscle mass and formed his beautiful body. He participated in various local bodybuilding competitions and invariably won them. However, the rapidly developing career gave way to another vocation, Arnold's father's vocation, Army. Schwarzenegger went to serve there when his name was already well known. And he did not know that it was during his service that he would become a real star of the military unit. The bodybuilder turned into a military tank driver, but did not betray his main vocation.
So when I grew up and when I went into the Army, I said, I want to be a tank driver.
Because it was at that time in Germany that the Pan-European competition of young bodybuilders, Junior Mr. Universe, took place. Arnold wanted to get there so much that he ran away from the Army. Yes, he just ran away from the military unit, illegally crossed the German border, and took part in the competition. Although he did not just take part, he won it. The young bodybuilder returned to Austria with triumph and fear. The triumph of victory, and the fear of possible punishment for escaping from the service. And what do you think? Upon returning to the military unit, Arnold indeed ended up in the guardhouse and in prison. However, he spent only a few days there. The boy was quickly released and forgiven. And the officers of this unit even became admirers of Schwarzenegger's talent, and they themselves arranged a gym for their star, where he could keep in shape. Before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger managed to win everything possible in the area of bodybuilding competitions. At the age of 21, Arnold saw Los Angeles, which he was dreaming of so badly. He was a very promising bodybuilder who was known by everyone in the thematic circles, and therefore, it was not very difficult to find a good trainer in the USA. The legendary Joe Wyden turned a very good bodybuilder into a real icon of the profession. After 2 years, Schwarzenegger took part in the most prestigious competition, Mr. Olympia. And on the first try, he won that tournament, becoming the best bodybuilder on planet Earth. Before becoming famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger had to change his last name. And all because of movies. That's right, at one point, he decided to try himself in the cinema. Well, he decided. Hollywood producers simply paid attention to a beautiful, intelligent, charismatic guy. They invested in his promotion and did not fail. Arnold made his film debut with a starring role in Hercules in New York. Nobody was stopped, even by the fact that he still did not know English well. His accent was still so strong that the critics of the film were very skeptical about Schwarzenegger as an actor.
I am Rico.
Fun fact, the only thing that did not suit the producers was Arnold's last name. Everyone thought that people in the US just wouldn't be able to pronounce it.
Arnold
That's why they replaced his surname with a pseudonym. Absolutely eloquent pseudonym. Arnold Strong. Not bad or what? Arnold Strong starred in the films The Long Goodbye and Stay Hungry. The latter, by the way, won the Golden Globe. That is, the bodybuilder turned into a strong dramatic actor. A bodybuilder without proper education and with poor knowledge of English beat other actors in their profession. Fantastic. To become famous, Arnold Schwarzenegger had to become the first Conan the Barbarian, and later, a super robot killer from the future. If the first role was given to the young actor easily, then he would have to sweat over the image of the second, but definitely not in vain. Well, it's really about the Terminator. It is obvious that this is a key point in the development of the actor Arnold Schwarzenegger. Terminator is a movie legend. This is a classic of the world cinema for years, and it is interesting that everyone's favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger could have never even taken this role. According to the plan of the director of the film, James Cameron, the actor was supposed to play Kyle Reese, the opponent of the killer robot. However, the actor insisted on auditioning specifically for the role of the T-800. No, Reese is a real star. The Terminator has almost no lines, Cameron insisted. And the only thing that Arnold responded with, "Trust me." And Cameron trusted. And this trust became the guarantee of a legendary result.
I'll be back.
The culmination of Arnold Schwarzenegger's entire acting career was definitely Terminator 2, which turned the bodybuilder into a cinema idol. There were already more phrases in the picture, and the phrases were really iconic. A dramatic component at a completely new level, unique shooting technologies, and extremely powerful opponents. From a stupid machine antagonist, the Terminator turned into a complex and incredibly attractive hero, whom you cannot take your eyes off of. The big mission of the main character, the role of the Steel Arnie, turned into a colossal and elaborated one. Arnold Schwarzenegger became the central character of the picture. And he also said those words that will probably remain famous until the end of existence.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Here is the unique story of Arnold Schwarzenegger before he got famous. Just as incredible as many of the other actors we feature on before they got famous. For example, another bodybuilder, but no longer professional, Chris Hemsworth. Go and check it out. And also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future videos. And see you soon.